מקור חיים באויך נראה אויך imcha מקור חיים That's a title of the Pasuk, Imcha Mikor Chayim. Rebbeinu Shlomo, Ki Imcha with you, Mikor Chayim is the Makkah, is the Shoirish of Chayim, of life. Imcha Mikor Chayim. With you is the shirish of life. With you is the root of life. Oircha nira oya. Oircha with your light, nira oya will see light. Imcha mikor chayim, ba'oircha nira oya. What's the hemshech of the pasuk? What does it mean, Ki Imcha Mikor Chayim? What does it mean when we say that Rav Shlomo is the Shoirish, is the root of Chayim, of life? And what is the connection between this and the other half of the pasuk? Ba'oyecha nira oyer. Ba'oyecha, with your light, will see light. What does the first part of the pasuk have to do with the second part of the pasuk? What is the hemshech? And also, B'chlal, you find in the Torah is mitzvah, the Torah commands, and the Torah says, U'bocharto b'chayim. U'bocharto b'chayim, you should choose life. Take your b'chira, you should take your b'chira, U'bocharto b'chayim, you should choose life. So what does the pasuk mean that you should make a b'chira in life, that you should do good so that you live, because the Rebbeinu will let you live biologically, or b'charta b'chayim, choose a good life, a righteous life. Pasuk chumash b'charta b'chayim. What does it mean? The Mesilas Yesharim brings a medrash in the beginning, first and second page. Brings a medrash to teach us the position of the neshama in this world. Now, what kind of a position does the neshama find itself in this world? Never happened. So the Sham brings the Madrash, Mashal le'irayni shenasa bas malachim. It's a mashal, it's compared to a small villager who lived in a small, far-flung village away from civilization, in a primitive village, and by some twist of destiny, he married a princess, the king's daughter. The primitive, he married the Bas Malachim. Medrash says, it'll give her all, Yitala Kol Madanin. If the villager will sit day and night and dream of pleasure, to give the princess, she'll never be satisfied. In his primitive, narrow, pristine concept of what a pleasure is, at the height of his color, he can't begin to imagine what the princess, the Bas Malachim, understands in these areas. And the Medrash goes on the Posek B'Hanefesh Lo Yisamara. The position of the Neshama in High Alma is like the princess who married the villager. If you'll take all the pleasures of this world, all the possible Hanugim and Hanoas and pleasures of this world, and wrap it up all into one, Hanefesh Lo Yisamara. It will not fill up the tzimoin, the thirst, the gaguim, the nostalgic yearnings of the neshama. This is a medrash. Hanefesh Lo Yisamara. Why is this so? And how does this express itself in our lives? And how, why is this so? And how? Where do we see it in our lives? There is a dvat hell. There is a wonder of wonders, and everybody can see it. And sooner or later, we all see it. And the sooner that we see it, the more fortunate we are. The fact, the mature, I stress again, hard fact is that kol tanugei olam hazeh, all the annoyance of olam hazeh which hold us captive, we are in captivity. Each one of us. We are prisoners. All the annoyance of Olam Hazeh, if we were to be given all our wishes, every timing, every hanoah that there is in the world, aesthetic, physical, in every sense, in all the five chushim, shmiyah, chiyah, te'imah, nishush, all the chushim, if you would give all the chushim, all the hanoah, so a mature person knows that this will not fill won't fill the room. Hanefesh Lo Yisamara. Every hanoah. You give it. I have it, more. This form, that shape, this form. Hanefesh Lo Yisamara. A mature person knows that the oisha, the happiness in the inner core of a person, in the inner core, kol tanugei olam hazeh, cannot under any circumstances, the memala cannot fill the inner core of a person. We think, we have this, we have that. How does Rabbi Yisrael Salanta say in his words, "Ha'adam chopshi b'dinyonos"? The person is free in his fantasy, the most external manifestation of the mind. The fantasy, this, that. And the stream of fantasies inundate us and flood us, this, that. Oy! But in another moment, in a mature moment, a person who was a little bit miming, a person who just scratched beneath the chitzonius Chayim. He knows it's true that the stream of consciousness, the fantasy is flowing and rushing like a rapid, like a waterfall is banging. But if the Pnimius Chayim, he knows underneath the waterfall, he knows this cannot be the mouth. This cannot be the full content of the Chayim that a person can have. Well, this will be unhappy, lonely, step. This eminence, and this is eminence. To ever live, to ever think, to ever made a cheshbon nefesh and think. Let's theorize. Give me evidence. This can't be the mallet. You'll go into Africa, you'll take out of the jungle. You'll take a headhunter. You'll take him out of the jungle and give him whatever he wants. Give him this and give him that. You can't. What is it? I'm like, brother. You're going to tell me that this is the answer? That the mensch is geboren was? He can't. That he's such an animal, you can't. Oh, why not? It's hard to say that he can't. The fantasy mechanism in the man that screams that, if I had this, I would, if I had if I had that Ferrari, you'll have the Ferrari 2 weeks. I'm bored. I need another 5, 10, 20. No, it's fantasy. It's not real. That's a mature person too. It's not. The teretz is. The teretz haposhet is. The teretz haposhet is. That called Tanugei Olam Hazeh, whatever man could imagine and fantasize, whole Olam Hazeh doesn't yet touch the core of his being. Why? Ki imcha mikayach. Because Elokai Neshama Shenasatavi, Elokai Neshama Shenasatavi is a Chaylik Elokai Umah. Because in this min Adam, in Yisrael, he has a shoyrish, omoik, beyond the intellect, beyond a living, working, dynamic, vibrant shoyrish that works in him, There's a shoyrish, and that shoyrish is ki imcha mikor chayim. You want to satisfy the lacks that there are in life. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Sure. I'm cold. Cold. Beans. Music. Smell. All kind of tanugim. Sure, they satisfy lacks. Who can contradict this? And sure, the lacks should be satisfied. The chesronim have to be removed. But there's a shoylish public. There is yet in the minodon a shoylish that the food can't touch there because imcha mikor Chayim. What do young people know? People came into houses, that the houses were like virtual castles for kings. Kings! Mamish kings, I don't even know if they live like that. And you look at them and the master of the house, he's depressed. What are you depressed? Paintings, furniture, cars, vacations, money, prestige, food, cooks, maids, bottles, what's built it? Why are you depressed? Because this is all a terrorist for the chitzonis of a person. This whole paraphernalia, all this, is only a terrorist truth. Wonderful. But you have a shoylish. There's a root. And that root is here, and that root has a tzimoy, a thirst, a tzimoy. What? What? You ever see old people go into the central man? That's a show, don't go in because you're depressed. What? Food there is. What? Because it's wretched. That shoylish would never say. That shoylish, that root, that lack, that's the noyan which is the yisoid color, yisoidus of a person. That because you see a person. He's talented. A poet. He's another shape. What do you do with him? You make him a clerk in the Social Security. Check. That person be happy. Could he ever feel so? No, he writes. I've been a shock. Because how poetry is. He touches on everything. That Meshach Natan, he makes checks and checks. If a guy has an illusion, a genius counts the poetry, and nobody, he can't tell it to anybody, he can't print it, he can't. And all day, he can never be happy. There is a talent for a likud. There is a hush, there is in a person a talent nifla for a likud, that as long as that shoylish doesn't make its debut, if that shoylish doesn't come out, as long as that shoylish is imprisoned, is shackled, and that is the etzem koyach haneshama that shirasatabi doesn't come out. Anyways, 2 minutes before a person dies, if somebody says, nothing, no life is nothing. Young people don't know. You talk to old people and say, no life's no way. It's nothing. I hear it. I talk to them. 11 is a Poland. Read. Nothing. What do you mean it's nothing? You probably ate up 42 cows worth of steak. You probably drank out a shipload of schnapps. What do you mean it's nothing? Was it nothing? What is it? Nothing. And everybody cries. It's nothing. It's nothing. 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 You never heard of Talmud Chacham. You must have called Manshim Martinim Daikon with Yesheveslam. A Talmud Chacham? Sure. There isn't a person. There comes a time where Kol Talmud Yerim has nothing, 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 nothing. And that koyach, and that talent, and that spark, which is the centrality, which is that's the chief nekuda in a person's life, wasn't touched. Steht in Toxic, Ki imcha mekoyer chayim. Walk around. We function biologically. Steht in Tosik, you should know that the pshat is that Ki imcha mekoyer chayim. You should know that a person has a shoyrish in a likut. Where's the shoyrish? Person is omoik. There's no such thing as a simple person. No. Where is it? How can I feel it? How can I bring it out? How can I deal with this? Steht in Posik. The Posik says like this, you have to understand, Achim Ahuden, you have to understand that the Gemara is Kule Ruach HaKodesh Mamish. You have to understand that the Chazal is Kule Emes, Kule Ruach HaKodesh. There's no poetry there, no metaphors. Every word in Chazal is Divrei Elokim Chayim Nitzchi. Olam Hazeh Zay Malalai. Olam Hazeh is like the nighttime, it's dark. Where's the darkness? It's light. This goof, this Adam Chofshi, the Demyoinoi, the fantasy, that's the Choshech of Olam Hazeh. The whole smoke screen, the whole imagery, the whole fantasizing, the whole being removed from the Sheresh HaChaim. Steht in Posik, if die Incha Mekoyer Chayim, steht in Posik, Harry, get it at Mikol, have you touched the Sheresh? A terrible thing, you don't know. Yeah, you talk to young people. You don't know what it means. You don't know what it means. That second when the person sees that the whole thing is a figure. When a person sees that the whole thing is a chistonish, it's external, it's superficial. My whole life I run, I come, I go, I say, I do, I'm playing with nonsense, with nothing, and the person in the middle of his life, he looks, oh, what am I doing? And you can't stop. And the merry-go-round goes, and everybody, and they don't know what to say. Why? There's nothing called key info. Because the chief, the centrality of the Matthias, the centrality of being is untouched. Keep a fire from near the fire. We talk all the time the difference between Chochmah and Torah. The difference between when Yesh Chochmah Bagoyin Kamen. You have to believe, you have to understand, you have to know, you have to appreciate, you have to recognize it's Chochmah by the Goyim. Ich koch mir Bagoyen. Wisdom, fantastic. Teure Bagoyen auch an. Haben wir teure? Haben wir dann, hätte ich nicht da. Was hat you do? What's the difference? Teure. Hiebe eure Tonecha. Nus Taktolonu. Das ist Chai. Teure. Euro, du teure gemacht. To touch the Sheirish HaChayim, the morale acts in a place. Everybody, why does Torah have to be Min HaShamayim? What's wrong? Nicomachean ethics is not a system of ethics. Aristotle's system of ethics is not a system of ethics. You need a Torah Min HaShamayim there. Moshe has to go up on the mountain in 40 days. He didn't eat, he didn't sleep. And if like, I'm going to bring down a Torah Min HaShamayim. Torah Min HaShamayim, and people begin to... Hipschen, Buren, Naronen, Amaraken, Israelis, etc. Geimcho Mikor Chaim, the shirish of a person is so omoik, is beyond his intellect, beyond his intuition, beyond all his, beyond everything, the beginning, the Bereshit Bara, the beginning of the Messiah to Adam is so omoik. And for a person to use that Messiah, it wasn't just an accident or a trick or an entertainment that the person has to show this omoik. It had to be this way, that's Adam. Can a person devise a system of wisdom that should touch that shoulder? Can the genius of geniuses make music that should play on the strings of that, to pluck the strings of the shirish of the neshama? It can't be. It's impossible. The oil on you know. Oil is a type. The oil for nothing is after alone of Torah is Chayim. This Teure with Schaffnis, Wasser Bechala, Karbonis, Lamatet Malachet, Paratume. All these hooking, touch the Sheirish, the Euchan Yira'ayim. The oil chol with the oil of Torah and mitzvahs, with tayag mitzvahs, with avoide, with Torah, with avoide. The oil chol nira oil. It's ki imcho mikor Chaim, it's the mikor Chaim. If a person has a shirish that's imcho, spayura by Rishloim, tachas kisei hakovet. The only way we can touch those, to evoke notes from those strings is ba'archa near the heart. Ubacharta b'chayim doesn't mean you live a good life. You'll have better than you'll have a mystical and moral life. That's for the Boy Scouts. Ubacharta b'chayim means that with your prayer you'll touch ki imcha mikor Chaim. Ubacharta b'chayim means you'll come to the shroshei HaChayim. Today, it's history. There's no such thing as history. Every shmegegi on the campus, he knows what Jewish people do. Whoever knew what Tehillas Kedoshis were, whoever knew it till 1939, who Rivis Amcho Beit Yisrael, was one big bachata, was one big stretching of bachata b'chaim of ki'imcha mikor chayim. Kedushin. All the notes were bachata b'chaim touched the shrosh hachad. Over here, an old man, pop, throw him into us. A teres teferes zikna. Whoever saw the Canaan, Yerushalayim, you can see it. Tlicha, Boide, Tzaddik Akfama Yivoch. The Sheinem V'Ranan in you, old people, the Sheinem V'Ranan in you. With Bechira, with Avoida, with Kedusha, with Simchas Chayim, with Mamula. A build-up person. A satisfied person. Brochs, Tehillim, Benchen, Mitzvah, Chaim, Yisiyah, and that's a vesting, and all the God that hates you, depression. The whole thing in the belief of Torah and Kiyam and Mitzvahs, it has to be in a Shemayim, if it has to touch the Shroshim of the Bria, if it has to touch the shayrish of a person, if it has to touch the shayrish of a person, an ethical system is a gonish, it's superficial, it's external, it's gross, it doesn't touch the core. See through the choshech of an hazard, ki ba'och ha'nira'ah. Go tell somebody, shout! Lamed that's no luck, thousands of dinim and boira. This way you can eat, and that way you can't eat, and this way, this way. Oh, so fatiguing. It's so confined and so narrow. What are you talking about? Toyim Shabbos. Somebody has a term, Kedusha Shabbos. In a mitzvah. Oh, ki ba'orach ani ra'or. Because, ki imcha, b'kinkoyer chayim, because a person has such a shorish, so the only way that he's going to touch that shorish, that he's going to reach that shorish, is only ki ba'orach ani ra'or. Another way, we have another way of coming to it. There's no... A person that doesn't come to himself, you don't understand, you don't know, you're illiterate. You're illiterate in everything. Excuse me, I don't mean to be abusive. The tachlis of others is to come to himself. If a man walks in the street and he faints in the street and they find out he didn't eat for 3 days and they find money in his pocket, he's insane. It's a tragedy. The money to buy food. If a person lives b'hayalma without a b'chata b'chaim to the deepest shroshim of his life, to the deepest shroshim of his life, he fainted in the street without food. How do you come to deepest shroshim? Torah min ha-shamayim. Torah min ha-shamayim. Shorish min ha-shamayim. And the Torah is min ha-shamayim. The Mishor is min ha-shamayim. Yimcha mikor Chaim ki ba'orach ani ra'or. The whole tragedy of Misa, the whole din. We live without the Mekor Chaim. We didn't live with our own Mekor Chaim. Yeah. And you know, the darkness, the light of Olam Hazeh, the Choshech Matzah, is not a personal thing. Look back over a year. What was my chief interest activity preoccupation of the last year. The last 2 years, 5 years, this is the big tragedy, this is the big pachas, this is the greatest failure in human, individual and collective failure. Never, nobody can convince me, nobody can show me. If a person can't come to shlemus, a person can't come to inner, without Geworfen in oil. Incha mekor chayim. The makor of a person's chayim is imo yizbor. And therefore, every person possesses such an ashira, you must have the whole Tavyag, the whole Torah and Shemayim, the whole Limud HaTorah to penetrate through the cross, through the Chitzonius, and the only way is to only with Torah and mitzvahs and avodah can a person penetrate beneath the surface. And this is Boshit the Taich of Ubechata B'Chaim means you should make a b'chira B'Chaim. Not in the palest, faintest, weakest expressions of Chaim, but Ubechata B'Chaim in the totality.